Sometimes the colder a vacation is, the better. Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons you should visit Norway in 2019. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the best things to do and places to visit in this trendy and very cool, in every way, Nordic country. Number 10. It's one of the happiest countries in the world. The United Nations annually publishes the World Happiness Report in an effort to determine which country has the best quality of life and most content residents. And in 2017, this coveted position went to Norway. Though they've since relinquished the title to Finland in 2018, Norway remains a very close second. Norwegian citizens enjoy many freedoms, as well as long life expectancies and great welfare. And the country's low crime rate is also a contributor to the good overall mood. In fact, in 2017, there were only 25 murders in the entire country. It's one of the safest and friendliest places to visit. Number 9. Coastal towns. You may be surprised to hear that Norway has the second largest coastline in the world after Canada, with over 63,000 miles of coast. With that in mind, it's impossible to fully experience Norway without spending time by the sea. And luckily, there's an abundance of gorgeous coastal towns to visit. You can go to Flåm to see authentic Viking buildings and picturesque waterfalls. There's also Stavanger, one of Norway's larger cities and also the best place to stay to visit the famous Pulpit Rock. And even beautiful Ålesund, which is densely built across several islands, has some of the country's best views. Number 8. Trolltunga. Did we mention Pulpit Rock? This is one famous landmark, which has long served as a staging ground for great photo opportunities, but it's not the only one. There's also Trolltunga, which literally means troll's tongue, a famous rock formation which sticks out 2,300 feet above the gorgeous lake, Ringedalsvatnet, though it'll take you a full day to make it up there. Lastly is Sergbolten, a boulder at the top of a mountain, wedged between two cliff faces, suspended 3,200 feet from the ground. It's a difficult trek, but is certainly worth it for the great profile picture you'll get for your efforts. Number 7. Bergen. Norway has lots of festivals, and one of the best cities to experience them is the coastal city of Bergen. If you decide to visit Bergen in October, you'll be able to take in the International Film Festival, while a summer trip in June will mean you can go to Bergen Fest, a 4-day outdoor music festival. It's not just all parties though. The city is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its medieval architecture, and it's one of the best locations to make your home base if your real aim is to explore the many fjords. And more on them later. Number 6. Trondheim. Norway is proud of its Viking heritage, and nowhere is that more evident than in Trondheim. The city was founded in 997 AD, making it over a millennium old. It's so culturally significant that it even used to be the capital until the end of the Viking Age in 1217. It's built right where the river Nidelva meets the Trondheim Fjord, meaning many of the buildings are right at the water's edge, so much so, they look as though they're floating in the bay. Trondheim is also home to the Archbishop's Palace, which is one of the best preserved places in Europe, and is an archaeological goldmine of Norwegian history. Number 5. Stave Churches. These unique medieval structures were once common throughout all of Europe, but today all but 2 of the world's remaining stave churches are found only in Norway. They're a fascinatingly strange type of Christian church, and most of the surviving ones were built between the 12th and 14th centuries. It's thought that they're so distinct because the Vikings were experts at wood carving. The largest stave church in the world is the Hedal Stave Church, which was built over 800 years ago, and has a local legend attached to it that it was erected by 5 farmers in a mere 3 days. Number 4. Oslo. You'd expect any capital city to be full of interesting things to do, and Norway's capital, Oslo, is no exception. If you're interested in art, you can head over to the Vigeland Sculpture Park, the largest sculpture park in the world. If you prefer history, there are museums ranging from the Viking Ship Museum to Norway's National Museum of Cultural History. The city is full of authentic Nordic restaurants selling all kinds of Scandinavian seafood. And finally, it's been named Europe's Green Capital, making it a great destination for eco-tourists. Number 3. Skiing all year. Much of Norway is located within the Arctic Circle, which means you can hit the slopes all year round. No need to wait for winter to dust off your skis. The country boasts plenty of resorts, which isn't surprising given the fact that skiing basically originates from Norway to begin with. There are even some Norwegian resorts which are open exclusively in the summer months, like the Stryn Summer Ski Resort. And while skiing is one of the most popular winter sports around, the cold climate offers opportunities for all kinds of icy activities. You can also go snowboarding and snowshoeing, as well as watch the longest dog sled race in Europe, the Finnmarksløpet. Number 2. The Fjords. Norway is indeed a country of significant natural beauty, thanks in great part to its many named fjords. These are large valleys formed from glaciers melting at the end of the last ice age, and the only place in Norway you won't find them is along its eastern border. Many cruises run through the fjords, so you can see them from the water, or even a small railway outside Flåm. But if you want to experience them at your own pace, Norway has a freedom to roam law, or allemannsrett, meaning all men's rights, which allows everybody to access all of the country's natural wonders, so you can hike across the mountains at liberty. Number 1. The Northern Lights. Aurora borealis, commonly called the Northern Lights or polar lights, are a phenomenon caused by solar winds in the upper atmosphere. They're an amazing spectacle everyone should see in person at least once in their lifetime, and Norway is one of the best places to do so. The small city of Tromsø, which is one of the northernmost cities in the entire world, is an ideal viewing location. To see the Northern Lights, you'll want to visit during winter, where the endless polar nights make for the best conditions in which to view them. You can even go on tours to chase them to all the best viewing spots. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MojoTravels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.